Welcome to Storytime with Pastor Steve. The next 3 days, our stories are going to be the parable of the Prodigal Son. There are three different books written on 3 different years, one in 1964, one in 1983, and then the last one in 2008. They are great arch books. I encourage you to pick one up and share it with your kids or your grandkids. The first one we're going to read for today is The Boy Who Ran Away. It is based on Luke 15:11 through 32. It is written by Irene Elmer and illustrated by Sally Matthews. There was a family once with 2 sons. The older son did what needed doing. The younger son did what he liked. He said, "I'd rather not be a part of this family." "But you need money to do what you like." The younger son had a bright idea. He asked his father for half of the family's money. That was his share. Then he went away to do what he liked with it. He did not spend it wisely. Looks like he's having a party. And looks like there's a guy with his hand stealing some money out of his pocket. Pretty soon, it was all gone. He wondered why nobody liked him anymore. There had been no rain all year. The ground had dried up. Plants died. There was little to eat. People begged him for money, but he had no money left to give. He had to beg too. And nobody would give him a piece of bread even. Oh, that guy's holding on to his bread. He's looking like he needs something to eat. Finally, he got a job feeding pigs. It was the only job there was. It was not an agreeable job, and he was so hungry he went after the pig food and ate it. Look at that. He's eating the slop the pigs are eating. He said to himself, "I wanted to do what I liked, but now look at me. This is what I like." He said, "No." He said, "I had better go home to my father. I will say, 'Father, you can't let me be an important part of the family now like a son, but you might let me be a small part, like maybe a servant.'" And he went home. He left the pigs and the pig farmer, and he walked and walked home. But his father, there's his father off way in the distance, saw him as soon as he got near the house, and he ran out and kissed him because he was so glad to get him back. The son was so ashamed to be treated like an important part of the family, he started to say he could only be a small part now, say a servant. The father didn't listen. He was too happy. He sent for the best clothes to dress him. And he gave a big party with dancing and lots to eat. He said, "My younger son is part of the family again." But the older son said, "I'm part of the family too, and I always have been, and you never gave me a party." "Oh, well, at least God loves me, and God couldn't love him, not after all the things he's done." "Why couldn't he?" the father said. "I love him after all the things he's done." "Of course, but you're his father, and what do we call God?" "Our Father," said the older son. "Oh, you see," their father said, "but I still don't see why you want to have a party." "Because our family is back together. Isn't it a day to celebrate? Come, let's welcome him." the story of the prodigal son, the one who went away and followed all the things that he thought were so good, the things he wanted, but not the things that the Father wanted. And if we think God is the Father, well, he is. He's our Father. And we are like the Son. We go after the things that we want to do, like watching what TV shows we want to watch, or playing with the toys we want to watch and not wanting to share with anybody. Those are the things that we want to do, and that's us turning our back on God and doing what we want to do. But God still loves us. He loves us so much that he sent his son Jesus to suffer and die and rise again to bring us forgiveness. And he accepts us back into his family because he loves us that much. May God remind you of his love. I wait for tomorrow when we get to hear the next writer's idea of the prodigal son. May God bless you today.